Okay, it looks like we are soon ready to go here. Um, Nyx is on the way, and we're ready to start Hungapore versus USA. We have Nyxnyxnyx on Phoenix, the charged bird echoes deck thing, versus Jairoe's very spicy Kyurembayushi Dishonor Conflict Scorpion with restricted card Forged Edict and playing his 3 Soul Beyond Reproaches and a Noble Sacrifice. Some spies are the two shameless gossips and the hentai sotori, fun taste. Hungapore is up 1-0 in this match, with Krykt beating out Arash Suri. So what I think we're gonna see here is both players really trying to get the favor. Nyx trying to get the favor to get his Kanyo district. Oh, never mind. I didn't see the Satoshi. I thought he had no Satoshis in the deck. But yeah, the favor is going to be really important for Nyx to get his Kanji online and get those 3 of sensors online. And of course, Nyx is going to want the favor to stop that, basically. And now Nyx is here. I am ready when you are. So let's get this game going. This is going to be a great game. Both players are of very high caliber. It's going to be great to get this game going. We have Phoenix on top, so we have Hungapore in the top and USA on the bottom. Chess clocks are up. We have some USA chants in the chat. Do we have any Hungapore fans as well? Go Sweden. Yeah, that's the correct answer. Unfortunately, Sweden, yeah, we totally didn't take part in this tournament because we were too good for this. Judging by how it went last year, right? We were too good, so we decided not to take part. That's totally what happened, yes. See, both players are really thinking about their mulligans here. Nyx mulliganing away 2 cards. And Jairoe still thinking about it here. Jairoe mulliganing 1 card. Content to interest. So what do you want to see here? As Phoenix, of course, you want to see 1 cheap character and a Scorpion. I don't know, Bayushi Liar. Takao, maybe. Yeah, I don't think any of the players here are looking for. Yeah, Bayushi Manipulator, also a good choice. Nyx not getting the best start here unless he has a conflict character. which it only has 4. So that's going to be really interesting here. It means either a conflict character or a charge to get anything out of this first turn. Or display of power. Yeah, he probably is alright here, but yeah, probably not the best start for Nyx. Jairoe going a bit more aggressive here, buying both an manipulator and a Bayeshalier with 1 fate each. Of course, finding that one of Shiba's Takuna is good for Nyx, opening up a piece in his toolbox. Also that Fushicho. We see a Hidden Moon Dojo in the outer province here. Interesting of Jairoe to buy the Liar here. Yeah, we see the Tri-Maiden, of course, discarding a charge, finding Cloudy Mine and walking away. Ooh, and we directly see a Peasant's Advice to shuffle in that Fushicho. Yeah, that's going to be a real big card for Jairoe in this matchup. Those 2 of Peasant's Advice. Turning off one of the big keys in the Charge Bird deck. Nyx is not demoralized too bad by that and goes on the offensive here with an Earth Ring. And Jairoe is on Seeker of Air here. No backhanded compliments in this deck. Instead he opts to go for the extra economy from the Seeker role. Having both Manicured Garden and Secret Cache as his air provinces. We do see a defense here. He flips up a Takao. Manicured Garden to gain a Fate. Nyx is alright with this. He only wants the... Yeah, the big thing for Nyx first turn is probably just to play cheap and try to get the favor. Jairoe is thinking about what he's gonna do here. Just passes. Discarding a For Shame. That's a big find. It means that Sukune is a bit safer in this matchup, though. There are still a lot of Dishonor cards in the Scorpion deck. So Bayeshalier coming in with a Water Ring to ready that Manipulator, getting 2 conflicts out. Yeah, he's also going for the economic play here, getting the most out of his characters. And also, getting a Water Ring displayed here is not that bad, considering there's only a Shrine Maiden on the field and probably won't lead to any breaks. So yeah, the Water Ring here is really good for Jairoe. An expensive display of power. And Nyx decides not to, or he doesn't have. Yeah, apparently the regular, Keeper of Air, City of the Open Hand Scorpion is pretty good against the Charge Bird, but this deck, yeah, I have no idea. And both players are really good, so it's gonna be a great match. We don't know who will win on beforehand, and that's so great about, card games in general. It's never quite sure. And Nyx getting his second conflict in here. That's a bit dangerous, going for the air ring here. Nyx could have a display of power, but he telegraphs that he has no in hand with a charged Tsukune. It's dangerous considering there's 3 Way of the Scorpions and 2 For Shames left in the deck. And also that's 2 charges gone. He did discard one with the Shrine Maiden. 2 rings left. Fort Sukuna are pretty good though, getting to void the probably the liar and dishonoring the manipulator. Does Jairoe have an answer for this Sukuna here? He probably has. He's just deciding if he wants to spend it. Giving Nyx the favor here is very dangerous. Oh, there's a bonsai. Bonsai coming in from Jairoe here. And there's a return bonsai from Nyx. And a forged edict here will be completely useless. So Jairoe is letting it slip through. And he's probably gonna let this conflict go after this, unless he has a dishonor effect. And that's really rough, because then Nyx will get the Keeper Fate and a Keeper Initiate. So yeah, really risky of Jairoe to go into this conflict. Probably not expecting the charge. Oh yeah, he would totally cancel the charge if he had Forged Edict. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he could save them for Forebear's Echoes and stuff like that. This is still just the first turn. Let's see if Jairoe has anything else here. Nyx has no more pumps. Oh. He is shuffling away that Keeper Initiate, so he probably doesn't have anything else here. And we find Kurimori in the row. In the province next to the Dynasty deck, there's the Kurimori in the row. Which is probably a good choice by Nyx, considering that Jairoe is not probably going for the stronghold here. Yeah, that was a rough Peasant's Advice, but he kind of needed it, because it let him ready the Manipulator to prevent Nyx from getting a favor. But here is the one-off Secret of Knowledge to snatch that favor. And that's both Peasant's Advice gone as well. One really good Peasant's Advice, getting rid of that bird, but the second one was oh yeah, shuffling away a keeper. Yeah, that's not what you call a value play, I think. And what is Jairoe thinking about now? Does he have a Sadako in hand to steal back the favor? I guess. That is a super expensive play and will leave him down a lot of fate for next turn, which is something you don't want against the bird deck. So Nyx claims the favor, and those 3 of Censors and the counter district are up. Also gonna use the firing to probably honor the Secret Knowledge here and get rid of the Manipulator, maybe? Nah, the Liar must be the best choice, right? Getting rid of the Manipulator, not wanting Jairoe to get that additional value from the card draw that he provides. And also that 1 glory. And of course, Liar being a dash military means that it's not a problem at all for the Phoenix deck, because it runs a lot of military attacks. We see a terrible flop for Nyx though, finding only an Adept of the Waves here. Jairoe finding another base manipulator, trying to keep the card parity here. Going down as low as to 5 honor. So yeah, another great flip for Nyx, unless he has a Walking the Way and a Forebear's Echoes in hand. Good. Oh, sorry. We could Walking the Way to try to find a bird and then discard it, and then Forebear's Echoes in the bird, and then get Tsukune out again. So Jairoe is first player here, thinking about his first conflict. Could go Void, try to get rid of that Secret Knowledge, but of course, Display of Power is a card. Could go Fire to try to dishonor it. You could go Earth. Deciding to go for the Void. It's probably a good choice. There isn't super much value lost in a display here. It's only a Banishing Manipulator leaving play. Oh, and finding the Big Brain Meditations here. Well, the good thing about all these holdings is that if I had found Upholding Authority, it wouldn't have broken, because he only has 3 skill, and we now know that Upholding Authority is under the Ancestral Shrine, so with the +1 there, he wouldn't break it. So it was smart of him to go Scouting, and as I said, the Kuremori is under the Adept of the Waves as of now. Nyx still with no displays of power here. Defending with the Secret Knowledge. And has Jairoe found anything to combat this? You could have Court Games, you could have For Shames, you could have Mark of Shame, yeah, sure. Dropping down that Secret Knowledge to a strong 0 skill. There's a Clarity of Purpose here. Played from Nyx. That's very interesting. The problem is that he doesn't have any more conflict characters in hand, and he wants the Secret Knowledge to initiate another conflict here. But that means that he probably has Walking the Way as well, because Forebear's Echoes on its Tsukune is pretty bad. Yeah, that Clarity of Purpose implies a lot of things here. He's going Fire/Air here. Yeah, he must have at least 2 Walking the Ways, right? What did we find with the thing? Yeah, he has at least 1 Walking the Way, because we found one with the Maiden, of course. So he's probably looking to tutor up a bird here. Or just pass. Forcing a defense with the Bayesian Manipulator, that works, of course. As of now, he's still controlling the favor. Unless there's a Sadako, or yeah, well, duh, he can play a Takao because he had a Moon Dojo. And here we'll probably see the Earthing, yep. But Jairoe will need to break this to get the favor if he's going Earth. No defense pass. Jairoe will probably flip up the province here, and there's the second Banzai. I think he runs 3. Yeah, 3 Banzais. And the pass from Nyx. Do we see the display of power? Yeah, there's the display of power. Okay. So we figure that the Void Ring, yeah, that's no problem. I can get my Secret Knowledge voided, that's alright. And then baiting in the second here. Ooh, and we see it against the waves here. To ready the Secret Knowledge. Earthring discards an assassination, that's probably alright for Jairoe, considering that he's down to 4 honor. Jairoe doesn't have anything else here. Should have done a double walking away. Yeah, but he can do that now. He has one more conflict left, but he decides to pass his conflict. And there's the Sadako that he probably hinted at earlier, sealing the favor here. 5-2, and no walking the way is played yet. That's very interesting. What are you talking about, Greek again? What? What? It's not the military. Yeah, I had a political conflict left, I know. But he had a political favor. I mean, yeah, there was a Bayushi manipulator there, but yeah. Yeah, of course, that was why he's gonna play the walking the way. I'm not sure what you're hinting at with the it's not a military. Anyways, next turn. Much better flop for Nyx here. Finding Atsuko, Keire, and the Fire Tensai Initiate. For Jairoe, that Jairoe, that Alibi Art is gonna be really important here. Tensai Initiate bought with 2 Fate, and that's probably is gonna stay there. Because, yeah, Jairoe is probably not gonna play that other assassination that he has in his deck. Alibi Artist with 2 Fates. I think we're gonna see a pass here, yeah. And do we see the duty from Jairoe? Both players beating 5, yeah. Okay. Nyx calling out the duty play here. And Jairoe with the cheeky 6 bid here. Trying his best to keep up the card parity. And as I said, the Phoenix deck really needs to draw cards here, so he's bidding 5 all day long here. He is on the stronghold break strategy, so that's what he's gonna go for. Now, do we see a conflict from Nyx here? You need to play 2 walking the ways per turn. I can't even see a match. I mean, he's doing pretty alright for not having played 2 walking the ways, right? He's got Jairoe really on the ropes here. He's up, 9 fate, 3 cards. Both Peasant's Advice gone. I'd say he's in a pretty good spot without even using the resources that he has. He's gonna win in the long run here for sure. So we see a political attack from the Tensa Initiate. That's an interesting choice. Considering all the political power that Scorpion has. With the court games, and I think he runs court games. Yeah, he runs court games. Yeah, he has at least 1 walking the way. I just guessed that he had 2 because of that clarity play. But he did it just to get the favor, it seems. Which he lacked out on because of that Sadako. We see a big defense here from Jairoe. Not wanting Nyx to get that airing. And there we see the second clarity of purpose. And Jairoe just takes that conflict. And we're probably gonna see a water here on return. Displayed watering is not a problem for Jairoe here. Oh, it's going earth. Going earth? Huh. That could mean that he's trying to discard the 3rd charge or Forebear's Echoes and then cancel the Kurinisawa Forebear's Echoes. He probably has a Spice at Court in hand as well. To dishonor the Sadako to boost her. And there's the first walking away. And he doesn't find anything. Of note, at least. He finds a Fire Elemental Guard, but won't do anything here. Court games to honor. Trying to break here. He's going for the break here on the Manicle Guardian. Probably just to discard a Forgotten Library for Nyx. Still on this dishonor strategy maybe. Although with 11 to 2 honor, he might switch to the break here, knowing that Korimori is not under the box. Yeah, I could see him switch to break here. Return court games. I think Jairoe is alright with that, right? Sure, he doesn't break now, but he plays Spice at Court. No Spice at Court, okay. Discarding a Supernatural Storm, that's a decent discard for Nyx. Well, looking at this board right now. Now, do we see the military conflict? I think we're gonna see military void here. Military water. Huh. Okay. Yeah, he's really on the I want to favor strategy here. Maybe we're gonna see the third walking away here. And then Forest Echoes for Tsukune. Yeah, that's good shot. Yeah, he's gonna get. Oh, okay, I see it. I saw what he was going for. The Forest Echoes is cancelled, but he wanted the watering to deny Jairoe getting it, so he couldn't ready his Sadako, so the favor would be safe, and he's gonna use Forest Echoes to get Tsukune to get the other rings. So that's a cool play. Let's see if it goes through these cancels. No, there's the second Forced Edict. Oh, that's rough. That's a whole that's a whole third of the Forest Echoes gone. Oh no. I mean, he could just have a second one, right? He has a lot of faith to spend. Jairoe passing. There's a lot of cards Nyx could have here. Supernatural Storm was not one of the ones I thought about. He could have had My Ancestor's Strength to go up to 4 skill. Instead opting for the watering here. Just getting the ring. Wouldn't it have been better to just move out with the favorable ground to tie the favor? I mean, sure, that wouldn't have mattered too much, I guess. But spending a card here and not getting very much out of it. Yeah, some interesting plays here from Nyx. Losing an honor here is kind of not fine actually, because he would go down to he would have to spend his duty if he has it, that is. Instead we see the manipulator on the return attack here. Yeah, losing an honor for Nyx is no problem. He's still at starting honor basically. We see no defense from Nyx. Okay. Doesn't want the Tensei Initiate to get dishonored, I guess. But it's gonna get dishonored anyway, so why not defend? Yeah, I'm scratching my head a bit right now. Why not just defend here? Display of power, yeah, of course. Display of power would have been an obvious choice here, but I guess not. I mean, he's not gonna get the favor, that's for sure, so why not defend? Anyways, we see Nyx getting a hold of the favor for another turn. I mean, Jairoe getting the favor. And he has the Alibi Artist on the field to get him another card. That's really good for him. Dropping the card that he doesn't want to the bottom. Nyx deciding to finally discard that library. He's out of books to read. And finally there's a Fushicho for Nyx. Having saved up all that 19 fates. Now we can buy that Fushicho, right? That's a good idea. Yeah, this has been a really weird game, I agree. Jairoe passing. After duplicating Takao, and we see Nyx buying the big board here. It's too bad that he spent one of his supernatural storms last turn. Those would have been really useful here. And Nyx going with a cheeky 4-bid here. I like that. I like that a lot, because that's gonna put some pressure on Jairoe to have that duty and to spend that duty. He's gonna have to go through an airing win here and a unopposed conflict that he has to think about if he doesn't want to die, and dishonored characters leaving play as well. Trail Dreamer going on air. And Jairoe with a lot of fate here. I really hope that he has some conflict characters in hand now to spend that fate on. So Scorpion down to 1 honor with 1 dishonored character in play and a Serial Dreamer on airing choice. The 1 of Secret Knowledge is gone though, so no double airing shenanigans. But there is a Tsukune in play, so Jairoe is forced to take that airing unless Nyx does. Jairoe is going for that void. Yeah, he's also forced to go void because of that alibi artist leaving play. If he gets voided. And he's going for Kurimori here. Huh. Nyx could switch that to like a watering. Like defend with I don't know, defend with Suki. Okay. Okay, so defend with Suki and flip the ring to political. That's a line of play as well, and play Clarity of Purpose. Yeah, that 4-bid was real nice. Though, to be fair, I Can Swim is now online. Jairoe has a 5-bid. Let's see if that comes to be important in this game. He has only played 3 Dishonor cards. Yeah, Jairoe must have duty in hand, or it's the biggest bluff in the history of L5R, beating 5 2 turns in a row here. Ooh, and there's a Cloudy Mine on the alibi artist played into the conflict, which, thanks to Yona, bounce it, so Nyx is still up here. And yeah, Nyx is really playing this like a control deck. He is forcing Jairoe to spend his resources, and he's dropping Jairoe really low here on honor. Court games to dishonor Tsuki, and there's the third walking away. Finding a Eugene now. Hello. This could be a hilarious play if oh no, wait, never mind. I thought if Nyx could get rid of Tsuki and then cheat Eugene into play, and then display of power the other artist. Yeah, it was a stupid play of me, but here comes the dishonor train. Nyx trying to get his Tsuki honor, but first we have Scorpion to hit the table. And Nyx has nothing left. Yeah, he is out of political pumps. And there's the Spice at Court to dishonor the Takao. Ooh. Discarding double censor, that's a terrible discard. Wow, that's the worst hit he could have found. Both double censor, wow. Yeah, that's rough. Avoiding that fire tense initiate. Yeah, Nyx is probably super fine with this. And here we see the air conflict. A lone and serial dreamer going in on Manicure Garden. Dreamer being completely safe from dishonor effects here. And Jairoe defending with, yeah, he has defended with a lot here. Court games to try to honor the Sadako. We see this third court games from Nyx here to get that Sadako back down to 1. I mean, in a regular game, Nyx would be pumping everything into this conflict to try to win it, because but duty is a card, so it's probably gonna go, you know, I'm just gonna turn my 1/1 into 6/6. I'm not gonna force it too much, right? It's gonna win this conflict. Let's see here. Can Nyx win this turn? He has a Kade in. Yeah, I think Nyx has this actually. He only needs to get that Eugenia in the discard pile. Yeah, but he will. Well, you have to get the Kade out for your attack. Yeah, that's sure. Yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Graham. You could have used the forebears to get Kade out, and then dishonor one of the Scorpion characters. Jairoe is currently at. He has. No, he doesn't have any forebears echoes in the discard pile. That's true. Nyx winning this airing though. Let's see if it ends. Taking 1 honor and duty to cancel and go up to 2. Yeah, I guess Nyx doesn't have Forebear's Echoes here. Kyunobuyoshi to stand. And he is gonna take a unopposed here from Diona, unless he has a conflict character in hand. Yeah, now we can play the game like, you know, regular people. Bidding 1 when honor is low. Nine cards, what? Oh yeah, favorable ground, that's true, yeah. He won't get an unopposed here. He doesn't run Cunning Magistrate actually. There is Sadako and the Jojimbo. So we see an unopposed political Earth here. Nyx plays the Shrine out of the conflict. Huh. It's interesting. Finding the Forebear's Echoes. Huh. Okay. So it did find the Forebear's Echoes. Nyx passes. Jairoe breaks, and the second display of power. There's a Cloud Mine first. I mean, a Spiced Core first. And no display of power here. So double Cloud Mine and a Ready for Battle gone. That's an okay discard for Nyx, I think. So Jairoe lives another day here. I mean, he's probably gonna get a province broken here. Nyx. You probably not need to play the Forebear's Echoes here, right? You can just go Yona and Shrine Maiden and then pump with Storm. Going with just one character is interesting because that I Can Swim is online, so you could dishonor the maiden and then kill it. Yeah, so you could. Nyx is running one of Secret Knowledge, but it's already gone. He played it first turn to try to get the favor, I think. So yeah, he's going with both here, moving in the Sadako to prevent the unopposed. And yeah, Nyx is just saving up all his cards. He's not caring about the breaks here. He's fine just hitting this Manicure Garden over and over. Jairoe is running as many sensors as there are Swedish players in the World Cup right now. That's how many sensors Jairoe is running. With the Scorpion to Dishonor Juno. Do we see the the oh no, we see the Noble Sacrifice. Why did he move in the Takao? I guess just because. And that's a really nice kill though. He might win this ring because of that Goblin Sneak here. Yeah, Echoes now would be really good. Because there's 2 Forged Edicts gone and there's no Negate Fest to be had. There's the 3rd Forged Edict. And there's the 2nd Goblin Sneak, so no more Forbear's Echoes. If he has found all Forged Edicts. That's really rough for Nyx here. He did play that Natural Storm though, getting through to this conflict. And yeah, Jairoe is still on the ropes here. 3 Dishonored characters, 2 of which are leaving play next turn. But Nyx still can't get the favor because there's a 2nd Sadako here. But Nyx returns the favor with a Against the Waves. Yeah, the favor battles are real here. And I don't think there's anything Jairoe can do about that. This obviously means that Nyx has the 3rd. No, there's a... Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, Nyx gets the favor here. Because of that Against the Waves. So both Against the Waves played to try to get the favor. That's not the way I'm used to seeing Against the Waves played. And that's a nice use of the Calling in Favors. Yeah, that's the only way to use the Calling in Favors in this matchup. Getting rid of that Cloud of Mine from the Alibi Artist to get another card. But that does mean that there are now 3 characters, Dishonored characters, leaving play. Which right now means that if this next turn ends as it is, Jairoe is dead. Eugenia hitting the discard pile. And we see a K-Day play found from Nyx here. Does he play it though? He finds a Forgotten Library as well. That's really good. Yeah, of course, he has hopefully more Soul Beyond Approaches, and he has put, is it 2? 3 cards to the bottom of his deck. Yeah, 3 cards that he doesn't want at the bottom. See, Associate Illusionist played from Jairoe. Trying desperately to get rid of those Dishonor tokens here. Both players probably drawing 1 here. I mean, Nyx technically Drawing 2 here with the Forgotten Library. Nyx is thinking about his bid here. Is he actually going to bid anything else than a 1 here? A 2? Okay, sure. That probably means that he doesn't have the second, he didn't have the second, I mean the third Forebear's Echoes in hand, right? And he's probably fine with pumping up Jairoe 1 more honor because of all these dishonored characters leaving play. Still a bit risky though. Yeah, what's under this stronghold now? It's Midnight Revels probably. Dreamer going for air. Probably gonna see that first conflict. Air gets him 2 keepers as of now. That's also good. And dropping down Jairoe to 3 honor. And Jairoe putting up a big defense here, well, as big as he can. 3 characters. It's gonna need a lot more though, because Nyx is coming packing. Jairoe thinking about his defense here, is not quite sure yet. Okay, he goes for the 5 and the Fate from the Garden. And now the Echoes are good to go. Jairoe thinking about what menacing tool he wants to use, and he's going for my Ancestor's Strength. Saving the potential Forebear's Echoes for Jairoe's potential crackback here. I mean, let's see here. Jairoe's gonna go down to 3 honor, and then he's gonna remove 1 Dishon token. So that's 2. So it's gonna go down to 1. And then he probably has a Soul Beyond Approach. It's gonna go up to 2. Maybe 3. Yeah, 3. Huh. That's a weird manipulator, playing it into the conflict. And that's a terrible flip with the dojo, finding a favorable ground. He plays manipulator into the conflict to prevent the break, keeping his dojo. Yeah, he has the Soul Beyond Approaches in hand. He must have. He's doing everything he can to survive this onslaught of dishonor. Still one sensor left though. Here goes Socialist with Earth. Jairoe still rocking that Earth ring. And he's going big here. Yeah, I guess Jairoe figures that Nyx has the display of power, so he opts to go for the Earth ring instead. Yeah, Illusionist was a great find here, getting him potentially out of this pickle. We must see a defensive from Nyx, because as dire as it looks for Jairoe, he's also almost on stronghold here. See a token defense from the keeper initiate. Only two, oh, all 3 court games played, okay, and 2 with the Scorpion. Only 1 for shame gone though. So we approach, first one. Do we see a sensor? Yeah, the 3rd sensor is played. So no more cancels. That's 2 Soblion approaches gone. Do we see the 3rd one? He must have it, right? He has cycled his... He has looked through his whole deck now. Lush needs to discard the Dishonor Stats token. Against the waves to bow the Social Illusionist. Ooh, but he's still winning though. Jairoe is still winning. Nyx has to play even more here. Huh. Okay, Jairoe doesn't get the break. That's actually pretty big for Nyx here. Now Nyx goes for water. And we see no defense from Sadako, the one character that could be bowed by Nyx's water here. It's interesting considering he has the ready for the Takao to for the crackback. There's a for shame and a ready for battle. Does Jairoe have the 3rd for shame here? He probably has. Wave the Scorpion instead. So that's all 3 Wave the Scorpion gone as well. So 1 for shame left. That's all only Shigenya characters, yeah. So no my ancestor's strength on this keeper initiate. What is Nyx thinking about here? He's gonna play the Storm for +2. Nyx has the time to think about this conflict and decides to pass. So Jairoe wins that conflict, but he's, as has been said, low on time here. Shinobu should read that Takao is gonna go for a military here. Yep. And that is very interesting. Because if there's defense from Tsuki and an Echoes and then a Tsukune, that's gonna be the Alibi Artist voided. And if Nyx wins this ring, Jairoe won't get to honor one of his characters, so he has to have the third soul beyond reproach as well. And we see the defense. Do we see the flashback for Bear's Echoes? Or does he have the third in hand? He has 3 cards left. My Ancestor's Strength Blade instead. And there's the Soul Beyond Reproach on Sadako. That's weird. I mean, he gets the firing here, so... I mean, everyone hates the bird, right? So I can't really blame him, right? So the last Soul Beyond Reproach played here. And he's going for the Bonsai. Is he gonna go for the... He has to go for the double, right? Yeah, he is. He's gonna drop down to 2 honor in this conflict. No voices. 3 Soul Beyond Reproach and 1 Noble Sacrifice. It's gonna go down to 2 honor. Self-inflicted, and there's the Forebear's Echoes. He had the third in hand and favorable ground to move in the Invasion Manipulator. Then he has For Shame in hand to lower the Tsuki. But there's a Storm in the discard pile to boost up by 2. Yeah, there's the For Shame to bow Tsuki, and now it's gonna boost the bird. Oh wait, yeah, the Tsuki was my Ancestor's Strength here. That's right. Huh. Yeah, that's right. So Storm won't do anything here. Oh yeah, against the waves. And Jairoe passes. So that will be it. Jairoe fighting on and on against this weird turnout for this game. Nyx taking the win with Dishonor. With the Charge Bird deck. Yeah, Jairoe had a pretty rough start. He had to spend a lot of resources. That first Forebear's Echoes was really good. I mean, the first Peasant's Advice was really good. Shuffling in that Fushicho. Huh? Are we still playing? What happened? What? Okay. I guess. Um, what happened? So I could add no longer. Yeah, so he went up. Yeah, but the alibi artist was gonna leave play. Hmm. I guess he wants to win the dirty way. Watch him. Are you watching the stream, Rathalos? They didn't count. That's funny. Watch. Yeah, there's gonna be no out for Jairoe this game. Nyx just has to play assassination or second display of power. Um, yeah, just has to win an airing, which is actually impossible here. Yeah, it's actually completely impossible because Jairoe has 0 uh, political strength left. Uh, political boosts. I mean, he can play 2 Jojimbos, so that's a total of 5. So Nyx just has to defend with 2 characters and then pass everything. I mean, it was obviously over last turn, but yeah. And Jairoe going in with the lone. Lone favored niece here. Fighting bravely on until the last drop. Let's see what Nyx does to seal this game. Does he have the assassination? Does he play assassination? He doesn't play assassination. What am I talking about? But there could be display of power. Yeah. Going for the watering. That also doesn't matter because yeah, I don't know what else to say. This game is over, and Nyx takes it over Jairoe. So Hungapore would be up 2-0 in this game, in this match against the USA. And I think we had the third game scheduled. Linaf, when are you playing? Was it today or tomorrow? Tomorrow, because the guy said Saturday the 16th, and I'm not sure what date he meant. Yeah, good thing he had the Kanju here. Otherwise, Nyx would have lost this game big time. And air. And I guess Jairoe could just do what he's doing now and let the timer run out. It's gonna go no defense. And I guess he could play the loyal challenger into the conflict and lose an honor that way instead. That would be kind of funny. Instead he opts for the unassuming Yojimbo. And the one of strength numbers to send it home. So that is actually it. Yeah, Jairoe passes and we finally get the game done. What a game! What a weird game. Only one bird hitting the table. Yeah. A lot of clutch cancels here. And I really like that first peasant advice. Really good tech against the charge bird. And of course its combos great in this deck with Kirimbyushi, but the honor loss from the assassination and the forged edicts and the spice at court and the peasant's advice was too much. It was too much. And Nyx knew that and he forced the dishonor strategy instead of trying to race with Jairoe. And it led him to a win. So let's just have a quick recap at the stats here. So Hungapore are up 2-0 against USA. The other games are CeeLo versus Daidoji Mika. We have Siowi versus Handsome Dan. Sorry Kiddo versus Travis. And Lenoth versus Mosey and Jokingly. I mean, I think this is a good example why Charge Bird isn't the actual problem, because you won without it, right? So it's maybe this card. That's just my idea. We will not have this discussion here. That is for other people to have. So thanks everyone for watching another great game of L5R. I'm having some real good games here. You should totally watch the other game I casted. It's probably up on Minds Desires YouTube. If not, it's up on my YouTube at Sletta Dirty Deeds. Just search for Dirty Deeds L5R or something. The last game was really good. It was Crab versus something. So go watch that. And otherwise, have a nice day.